But now they like just, why?
Menu Gate, have you heard of that?
Menu Gate?
This man, his name is Cody, lives in Atlanta. He walked out of his apartment one day and noticed every single door in his hallway had a Chinese menu in the doorway. 3 days later, still there in every doorway.
All of them.
He's like, what in the world?
Mm-hmm.
It's like 3 days, everyone in my hall has not opened their door. And then it was like 5 days, still there. He's like, this is weird. So he went down to the parking garage and looked at the cars. And the majority of the cars in the parking garage were covered in dust. And he's like, that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, okay, this is like freaking me out a little bit. Went through his whole apartment building, couldn't find a fire alarm. Finally, like went down like one weird hallway or whatever, found one, pulls it. And supposedly there's supposed to be 800 people living in this apartment building. No one came out. He went out into his local little nook where his apartment was, and every like coffee shop and place that he went to, there was always one man in there wearing a suit talking on the phone. He said these men were all saying the same thing into the phone. And he's just like, am I living in a simulation? What is this?
I'm thinking something sketchy's been going on in my apartment complex for some while now, because they say the building's full, but I never see anyone here. And now let's talk about Chinese menus. I watched the guy put these up. He did it on Friday. It's now Sunday. Are you really telling me people live here, but no one on my floor has come in or out of their building in 3 days? Like, what is going on here? Like seriously, I'm being lied to. There's something's going on here. We're now on day 5, and does anybody live in my building? Menu, still there. Still there. And there. And you guessed it. Okay, so this one's gone, so that's an update. And this one's gone too. Still there.
Are they staging people having fake fun in their apartments?
I don't know you, and you probably don't know me, but yes, this is a thing that actually happens. I would know. I've been living in an abandoned apartment complex for the better part of the last 4 years. That's right. They say the property is fully 100% booked to capacity, but I am, in fact, the only person that resides there. Hey, it's me, that guy that lives in the abandoned apartment complex in Atlanta. I swear to God, I feel like I'm living in the Matrix. I walk by this guy in a suit and tie sitting at a table in front of Chipotle having a conversation. And then I walk by another guy sitting at a table in a suit and tie at McAllister's Deli, and he's having the exact same conversation. And then I look around, like this guy over here is having the same conversation. The same as that guy. The same as that guy and that guy. And when I say they're everywhere, I mean they're like everywhere. Every single business in the shopping center has a young man in a suit and tie sitting there on a phone call, having the exact same phone call, giving the exact same presentation to someone at the exact same time. Wait. Is that another person? Come back. I have questions. It's now day 6 of Menu Gate, and I'm here checking the parking garage. I live on the first floor, so the only people that are supposed to park here are people that live on my floor. And like, there's more cars here than there are apartments. Closer inspection, some of these cars don't look like they've moved for a while. Okay, we're gonna check the other floors. It's again plenty of cars, but also that's been there for a minute. This one too. Like, we're on the 5th floor now. It's getting a little bit empty. I mean, it is 12 o'clock on a Wednesday, but I mean, for the amount of people that are supposed to live here, there should be more cars. Also, for the amount of people that aren't here, there should be fewer cars. I'm on the top floor, there's like not a single car up here, and that might not seem unusual for most people, but like, I live in Atlanta, like the heart of Midtown. You know how rare it is to find like empty parking spaces in a building? And yes, there are still plenty of menus. Menu Gate update. Somebody said pull the firearm and let's see who lives here. Well, let's go check out front. Damn it, all these doors. Right. Okay, we're serious, right? Okay, we made it outside out front, and where is all of the people? What? There should... You're telling me this building is completely full, but no one's leaving during the fire? I guess I'll just sit here and see what happens. Maybe the fire department will show up. Ooh, maybe there'll be a cute fireman. Is this my meet cute? Gate part 14, I think my new neighbor is fake.
It's 8:31 on the 22nd, and there is all of this shit in the hallway. It is now 7:18 on the 23rd, and it's still there. Why is this stuff still here?
And it's been 3 days and the furniture's still in the hallway. Yeah, it's been 3 days and the furniture is still in the hall. Who just leaves their furniture in the hallway?
I think they just tried to stage somebody moving in to make me feel better, because it's the one right across from my unit. They're on to me.
And a shaft that you rotate. So, I mean, like on the space station, how many of these would you have? 7, because we have 7 windows. So what happens if you get a leak on that? Then you have a leak. You just have a leak. And what you would do is lose air. Yeah, you would probably seal the whole cupola off. And then there's probably a plan, I don't know off the top of my head, but there's probably a plan for replacing the mechanism. Might require a spacewalk. So my question is, how can you operate a lid on the outside of the space station by manipulating something mechanical on the inside of the space station without losing air pressure? It's called real good engineering. Real good engineering.
Sure. Now look at this. Does that seem secure and sealed once it's shut? Like, I don't really know what that is supposed to be, but it don't seem to work. More lies from NASA.
Yeah, and if you drink water, immediately there's a law that says, now this is electrolytic fluid. This says 5 grams of unrefined sea salt melted into 1 liter. That's the perfect formula. It took 20 years to figure that out, and I didn't figure it out, but a person did figure it out. And when you drink this, then it donates these raw materials that you make your blood from. This is actually blood material. And if you don't have enough of it, you don't produce enough blood. Like your body's producing blood right now, right? You're always producing blood 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
You're just not even close to enough. So what happens is that 5 liters keeps getting filled up more and more. The filters keep getting plugged up more and more. Take a look at a 60-year-old and an 80-year-old. How do they look?
Right.
At 60, they look pretty good, right? At 80, they look like shit. And then they die because their blood system is so full and every cell in your body is contacted by blood.
Interesting. It's good to know.
Will you let us know if there's aliens? Because this is the only thing I really want to know.
I won't talk to you about what I know about it, but it's very interesting. But Roswell's a very interesting place with a lot of people that would like to know what's going on.
Will you ever open up Roswell and let us know what's really going on?
Well, I'll have to think about that one.
I
It sounds like a cute question, but it's actually, there are millions and millions of people that want to go there, that want to see it.
When it comes to aliens, there's some things I just can't tell you on air. The truth is that when I came into office, I asked. There's footage and records of objects in the skies that we don't know exactly what they are. We can't explain how they move, their trajectory. They did not have an easily explainable pattern. People still take seriously trying to investigate and figure out what that is.
There is no doubt that they are pushing the idea of alien disclosure now. And we've got to ask ourselves why. Now, why would they do it now if, my entire lifetime at least, they've been denying it. They may give us like a little bit like, oh, we know something, but we can't tell you. But now they're like, just, why?
I saw a mermaid.
Really?
Yeah.
When?
In Seychelles, Africa.
You saw an actual mermaid?
Yeah, that's what it was. It was a swimming person.
Really?
Yeah. And
how long ago was this?
I don't know. Me and this little French boy, and they said don't swim in the lagoon after dark. Everybody's up at the bar, and so everybody's gonna go down. Everybody's kind of racing now. So me and him go down. Me and him get in the water. From a distance, you see something coming like a fucking missile, but it's going fast, and we both kind of stop. And then it turns and it jumps out of the water. And it's maybe at least 10, 12 feet long, man. And it do like this, and it look at both of us and go, whoo. The water was only about this deep. didn't make a splash or nothing. And then me and him turned the fuck around. We running, and everybody's coming down there laughing, got their drinks in their hand. We're like, no, fuck that. And the little boy in French, and his mom is apologizing to me, saying he has a very vivid imagination. Said, no, bitch, listen, we saw a fish man, and it wasn't like a mermaid. Didn't look feminine at all.
Like a man.
A fucking man. A fucking dude who said, get the fuck out the pool. Yeah, because
So
he
did it look like
didn't go,
a
hey,
fish
get out the
person?
water.
Did it look
Yeah.
like a fish person or did it look like a human being?
Came out.
Did it have
this.
scales?
It was kind of dark.
Dark like a dolphin?
No, but he had, the back of him was fish. The back of him was fish. His head was humanoid, eyes about so big. Then I ain't the first person to see some shit in them waters. And the guy who does the horseback riding, you know, you can ride horses. He said, how old are you? And I told him, he says, you're from America, right? I'm like, yeah. He says, so at this age, pretty much if you see a turtle and I tell you that's not a turtle, he says, you know it's a turtle. You're the age, you know what you saw.
Right.
He says, people pay a lot of money at this resort. He says, yeah, it's maybe not a good idea to go around going, I saw a mermaid. And he goes, he's saying how long his family has been fishing in these waters. He says, and he's heard some things. He says, I've heard some things like what you say. He said, I've never seen what you say you saw, but it's not the first time I heard that. And I said, thank you.
Do we believe in mermaids? Wow.
Well, we got some footage coming out of California of a strange orb-like plasmoidal thing floating through the sky. And notice in the background here, everyone is just standing in the street staring up at this thing stumped. And if you can listen to the background as well, you can just hear everyone kind of perplexed about the whole situation, right? As this bright light tends to dim down, it's moving across the sky and then it begins and then it stops. So it's not going up, it's going sideways like this, okay? Not vertical, horizontal. That's the word I was looking for, right? And then it turns into this plasmoidal orb. And we've seen something similar to this that was in China. If I can find a video right here, okay? This is the same exact object that was seen. No noise associated with it. And it's just carrying on and floating by, right? Unbelievable. And look, as it's there, it's just kind of slowed down. Now it's kind of stopped. It's moving very slowly. Again, when it comes to these sightings, this isn't the first time we've seen something of this nature, okay? I mean, the people are probably going to be like, it's a flare, it's nothing else, but there's no sort of like flare. A, that doesn't make any noise. B, it's not going vertically, it's traveling horizontally through the sky. It's actively moving through the clouds. It's going like that, and then it slows down and then carries on.
You can see how bright it is by how that shone up them clouds. Like
That is
Sean, is that word?
insane. Orb? I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. I thought this was hella interesting.
Looks like the
California.
sun. No,
Come
really.
on, man.
Plasmoid or flare?
Look at that. The humans are developing tools. They're using that as weapons. Okay. Awesome. The humans developed fire. That's going to really... they're using that as a weapon. Hey, look what they got there. They found a new way to transport themselves across the oceans of that planet. That's pretty cool. That's going to help them travel. They're using it as a weapon. Okay, well, this new transportation that they got seems pretty solid. They're able to fly across the world, and they're using it as a weapon. Look, they're using nuclear technology. They're finally smartening up. This is going to be great for them. This was great for our society. It made us be able to travel across the stars to other planets. Oh my God, they're using it for bombs. What the hell is wrong with this planet?
As there is. And that's it for today. Thank you guys. Back tomorrow. Peace!